I'm Ann and this is Adam. Welcome to our home, Environmental Economics. What an interesting and challenging course. There are so many concepts I learned in this class. I don't think I'll ever look at the way I choose to spend my time in the same way again. Learning about things like opportunity costs, the actual value of things, market and non-markets, management and property rights. I don't think I had ever thought about before I took this class who actually owned a forest. As well as things like externalities and cost of benefit analysis have altered the way I see the world around me. For me, the biggest takeaway from the course would have to be my view of what economics actually is. Understanding the study in itself and how complex the decisions are for natural resources, things like trophy hunting can actually help save animals. By paying the price of one life, it could in turn save countless others. By using the money to financially back conservation efforts, whereas if there were no trophy hunting, the animal would lose its life anyway, probably to poaching, without that added benefit of at least saving a few of its own species. I always believed economics was about big hot shops making money on Wall Street and jerks just stealing from the environment to make themselves rich. It was really surprising for me that economics is the study of human choices and scarcity, a discipline based on principles using mathematics and social sciences. Scarcity can be anything, including time, like the time and money invested by a student to a university. The payment isn't just in cost of tuition and books, but in time spent as well as energy used that could be used for something else, like eating bonbons and watching Doctor Who. When deciding to go to school and use the time, energy, and money, there has to be a payoff. I'm paying with my Doctor Who time. Doctor Who may be the best show ever, but it's not going to help me pay for my bonbons. I'm investing in my future by paying now. I decided that the payoff for my investment of time, money, energy, brain power, and sometimes sanity is worth gaining the potential future career moves from having a degree, as well as a deeper understanding of how the world around me works. This is an example of opportunity costs. Some things are a bit more serious, like choosing to cut down a forest or use a precious natural resource. The complexity of factors in these kinds of choices is insane. I also learned about the tragedy of the commons, the concept of open access resources like fish, forests, or whatever. If there's no clear boundaries for those resources, they're free for anyone to take, and take it they will until it's gone. So, ever worked in an office and someone brought in food, and you thought to yourself, well, I'm going to get one in a few minutes, and then you see Sally with like 3 sandwiches, so you go up to get yourself a sandwich, and they're gone? Crap. You just learned about the tragedy of the commons. If you leave it for future use, most likely it won't be there for you to have. This is where private property comes into play. I can't lie, I was always one for like, let the land be free. You know, man, you can't own the earth. But now that I know about property rights, it makes so much more sense. If I owned a little piece of the earth or land, then I could keep it and use it how I so choose, even preserve it. But if it's left to the public, it's probably going to be used. Kind of like if I had just written my name on the sandwich. It would have been mine to enjoy and my own peace of mind. But I left it to the public, so it was an open access and free game. Private property is only as good as the enforcement. If I told you the sandwich was mine, but I didn't actually enforce it in any other way, it would have been taken anyways. But if I wrote my name on it and then maybe licked it, enforced. It's totally mine. But you can't go around licking the boundaries of the ground and saying that it's yours, right? It has to be enforced. This is a problem like in India. India has environmental protection laws around for years, but they're so busy with so many people and poverty, it's hard to enforce air pollution laws. So what happens anyway? Pollution brings up another point I learned in this class, positive and negative externalities. In the Amazon rainforest, trees are worth a lot, like a lot, and they hold like a lot of carbon. So it's better for everyone involved if they don't cut down the trees. And it also makes us feel good that they know that they're there. Existence value, another environmental economic term. But when the country itself doesn't actually see any benefit from keeping it around, they pay the price, so everyone else gets the positive. I couldn't choose just one concept to cover. As with most things, it's very complicated. I can respect that. And if this class taught me anything, it's to appreciate the choices that are being made and that there is a process. Environmental economics for me is especially hard because it's talking about something I really love and I have personal feelings for. So it's hard to think about trading it for any kind of monetary value. But becoming comfortable with cognitive dissonance is something else I picked up. I don't always have to like the choices being made, but I do at least need to talk about it and learn about it. I can't close myself off because something is personally distasteful to my personal moral belief system. I don't think I would have been able to make it through this class without the help of my friends from Crash Course. It's an amazing tool for learning all sorts of cool and fun topics if you're an awesome learning fool and into that kind of thing. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the professor for being so down to earth, patient, and kind to me while I went through this very painful and long learning process, as well as all of my fellow students whose inputs and thoughts helped me get a deeper understanding of the material presented. I hope to continue to learn about this cool and complex topic and encourage others to give it a chance. It's really not as bad as it sounds.